The most scary thing, even scarier than going home first, is doing it, getting through it, and then being double eliminated. What was going through your mind as it was happening?
I love it. I love going to clubs when people come up to me and they're so sweet and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so angry. Like I was so mad that you got sent home with Dax. I'm so mad it was a double elimination." I'm like, believe it or not, I wasn't really thrilled about it either.
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I still haven't watched that lip sync.
Really?
I was doing a viewing party in Chicago, and Tranica Rex was also doing a viewing party, so she had to dip out to go to her show after Drag Race ended, and so she goes up to my boyfriend. She's like, "Oh, can you tell Layla I have to go?" And he's like, "No, she'll come down and say bye to you now." So I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna dip out for 1 second." And then I came back right as it was like ending. I was there. I was there and I knew what happened. I don't need to see it again.
You lived it.
It was amazing, but it was like, well, shit, what can I do? I was in the bottom twice. That's why I was so like nervous at how I was gonna come across to everyone, because I was like, I was in the bottom twice. For every episode I was on, I was like up for elimination. I'm like, okay, wow, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's like actually really isn't fun.
No, that's not fun at all. What was it about that song? Do you like "I Will Survive" seems like such a easy one, like a softball, but then maybe that's not really your aesthetic. Though.
I will say, like, okay, so before I got on Drag Race, I never wore dresses, I never wore gowns. So I was like, my friend was like, "Here, I have this," and I was like, "Ooh, it's sequins. It's got to be beautiful." Not thinking about shapes or silhouettes or like.
Right.
I've learned the thing about Drag Race is like you get on and you're in the public eye, so you're kind of forced to like either like. You stay really static or you accelerate your drag a shit ton. So I didn't know as much about myself and my body as I did when I was on, like now, than when I was on the show. And so I was like, ooh, I'm wearing this pretty dress and it's gotta be great. And I know the words to this song, but I was just like nervous.
Yeah.
Very, very nervous. And I was like, okay, so like in the What You Packin', I don't know if they showed it or not, but Michelle was like, well, you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm like, yeah, it's totally fine. At least I made it on the show. She's like, yeah, you guys just weren't really gay enough. I'm like, I'm sorry. We're on a national television show and I'm dressed as a woman parading around. I would love to argue this. I'm not being gay enough right now. But it's not in my repertoire. It's not like I do Marilyn Manson Queen. So like when I'm having a panic attack in a fucking dress that looks like shit on me and already standing in heels for like 4 hours on the runway being told that like, you know, you look kind of like crap right now.
Right,
and then to do this song,
down,
I'm like, oh my God, like the whole number was an anxiety attack.
Oh, honey.